In talking with your coach just now, he kind of told us the message was that it was a bit of a disappointing game, and that didn't take the approach and the seriousness that he was hoping for. Is that kind of the message that was passed down to you guys?
Yeah. I mean, we got a target on our back now. So it's got to come in, focus, ready to play all 48 minutes, and just be locked in. I know like in the second half, we was up like 16, I think, at one point. And we just took our guard down, and it just came back and made a dogfight. So if we just play like that for all 48 minutes, I think we won by 20 or more.
Because you just mentioned that, the target on the back thing now. Does that change anything with how you guys approach games, or are you just feeling it's different for the opponents now approaching you?
Yeah, I think it's different for the opponents approaching us. We're the hunted. Like, everybody want to beat us now. So going back to the last answer, we have to play all 48 minutes. We have to play hard for all 48 minutes and play Cavaliers basketball for all 48 minutes. So, when you're hunted, you just got to step it up a little bit more. And that was the deal with Coach. He just told us that we got to be in our game for all 48 minutes. We got to be locked in. So that was the game tonight.
It's different when you have the underdog vibe than the hunted vibe that you just said. Do you guys feel like that the identity is switch for you? Is that like the hunted vibe, or are you trying to still kind of bottle up that you guys are the underdogs, even though you're being targeted?
I still think that we're still the underdogs, but since we got 28 wins, I think that we're cool and stuff. Like, we're big dogs, but we're not. We're still the underdogs, so we still have to compete like we're the underdogs. Like, we have no respect. So that just goes back to the last answer. We got to play hard for 48 minutes, play defense for 48 minutes, and we get wins.
Different topic, Evan. Career high in rebounds for him tonight with 17. Where have you seen his biggest growth? And it seems like over the past couple of games, he's come out with a pretty strong mentality, right from jump.
Yeah, his confidence. He's just going out there and hooping now. He's not really thinking about anything, or just like he's reading the defense, just going through the motion, it looked like, and just getting it done real easy. So it's cool to see him doing that this early, and I'm super proud of him.
Thank you.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Hey, Darius.
Good.
What do you feel like is the key to handling prosperity?
Just locking in and believing in ourselves and getting the guys together, and just going back to the basics, really. Going back to our identity of us being us, locking down on defense, home teams to one shot possession, and then just getting out of transition, just playing basketball. That's just our identity from the jump. So you just got to go back to that.
There's always this conversation about one game at a time, but there's obviously now a bigger picture for you guys. So how do you keep in mind that there is a bigger picture, but it's also a one game at a time mentality?
It's a long season, so we still have that mentality. It's just one at a time. And as long as we keep it that way, we go for 48 minutes one night, and the next night another 48 minutes, and it's playing Cavaliers basketball for that whole 48 minutes instead of 34 or whatever it is.
Thanks.
Ashley Basside, Cleveland.com. Darius, with to follow up on a question Serena asked you about Evan's rebounding. Kim and Jarrett tonight had 30 rebounds between the two of them, and JB mentioned especially those two on the defensive boards was huge in keeping the spark, even though it was an ugly game for you guys. Just from your perspective, how much of a difference did their effort on the glass make tonight for you guys?
It made a big difference. We got in transition a lot more, and it was a lot of long rebounds. So I take responsibility for that, and the guards do as well. But anything around that area, I have full confidence that they're going to go get it. So just their effort and their play tonight helped us get this win for sure.
And then just with Lowry's injury tonight, I mean, I know you guys are professionals and injuries happen and you have to play through that if you see a teammate going through that, but just how difficult is that with knowing how hard he's worked and how well he's played here to have to go out there and keep fighting without him out there?
Yeah, it's tough. That's our brother. So it was kind of devastating to see him go down, but we just had to reel it back in. We had a whole nother half to go. Just had to lock in, just play our basketball. And we got this win for Laurie since he went down. So this was a big one.
Seriously athletic. Darius, is this game in any way sort of like a reminder of those little details, those factors that are important in pulling out a win and everything, especially when it is such an ugly game?
Yeah. I said the win is a win, but it was very nasty, very ugly. But I mean, we pulled it out, and we just have to go back and watch the film. And just see what we did wrong. I mean, there was a lot of turnovers, a lot of missed free throws we weren't locked in on. And so, yeah, just going back and watching the film and just seeing what we did wrong and just regroup.
And hearing like the message from JB and even you guys as well, like at halftime and after the game, is that also sort of like that reminder though of who you guys are, of just kind of making sure that is the focus and not getting ahead of yourselves?
Yeah, for sure. We can't get the big head since we have 28 wins. We just have to play our brand of basketball. And we haven't had 28 wins in I don't know how long.
Yeah.
So we haven't done anything yet. So yeah, just going back to the basics, going back and watching film and just regroup. Just come in on Monday, play the Knicks, and hopefully be a whole other team and a whole other vibe, and hopefully get this win.
We kind of touched on it, but with the free throws tonight, it's also kind of been a thing as of late. You guys have struggled from the free throw line. Are you seeing something there just collectively from you guys that's been a struggle, or because it does leave a lot of points obviously on the line for you guys?
You just gotta lock in and focus. That's it. I mean, we work on free throws. We shoot them at practice. Just gotta focus.
Thank you.
Last one, Chris.
Darius, did you see or talk to Lowry after he hurt himself?
Yeah.
What do you say? Anything?
He'll be good.